I've been wondering? So Christians, say you're out and about and you get shot, you're bleeding out, and the ambulance shows up, and instead of taking you to the hospital, they take you to the church. They drop you off and tell you to go in there and pray for healing. You think you're gonna survive the night?
In this video, I want to cover how this is a black guy, funny enough, a doctor. And he was saying that while he's saving these people's lives every single day, only then, these are people who are dying from the most serious of illness. And he says that what really gets him is that while he's doing that, while he's putting the hours in, some doctors work 18 hours a day and having to study 5 years, only then to be told that it wasn't your skills, it wasn't your sacrifice, it wasn't your commitment. If I can find that, I'm sure I got the picture somewhere, and they play it down. And you begin to question, in that case then, why would you bother go down that route? It does not make any sense. If you really believe, okay, that your product is working for you, then why then would you go somewhere else? It means there's something wrong with your product.
You know what I've been wondering? So Christians, say you're out and about and you get shot, you're bleeding out, and the ambulance shows up, and instead of taking you to the hospital, they take you to the church. They drop you off and tell you to go in there and pray for healing. You think you're gonna survive the night?
Now, if you say, for instance, live in a nice, beautiful house, okay, but you're gonna envy another house, it means something is wrong with the house that you're living in. Something is seriously wrong. Okay, this guy, this black doctor, says nothing winds him up more than when Christians give thanks to God after he's done 18 hours. You know what how they try to get around it? Oh, God gave them the knowledge. These people, these atheists, who are working 18 hours a day, 18 hours, and they don't thank the doctors, they thank God. That's the cheek of it. That's the nerve of it. If I was a doctor and I work hard with somebody and they gave thanks to an invisible person, what about those who die on the operating table? And they've been praying to God for healing. But he said it's painful that all the hours that he's done, and these Christians, these freaks, why don't you then go to Jesus? Tell him to go and heal you. Why go to your doctor? You know full well you're going to give thanks to God. Then put your trust in him. Something I remembered when I had the most painful, I had sepsis, the most painful toothache. I was reading Isaiah 53, etc., and I was quoting the blood of Christ. Something, in the end, I had to go to hospital. Oh, I would have died. But this is what these Christian cults want to do. They want to watch you die and then say, oh, it was God's will. They're freaks, they're narcissists, they've got no compassion, they're insensitive, they don't care about selling you a dodgy product. They will lie to you while sucking their pastors, BBC. They will lie to you And then if you kick the bucket, trusting in God, you didn't believe enough, or you're in a better place. I got no time for freakiness like that. I got no time for rubbish like that. When I had cancer, I didn't see God healing me. That's the root when I lost my faith. I had a Christian channel, and I abandoned it. I told the people that, God's a failure. I've been born and raised in church. I've been to many churches. I've not seen one bona fide miracle. Always through a third party. Oh, I know somebody. I've been in church all my life. And I've never, ever seen a miracle. Always somebody making it up. This is how they try to get the punters. They will lie to you, cheat to get you into church. They lie on the street corners. These fake, what's the one guy called Ben? Lying, I can't remember his name, an African name. Always preaching in London. And he's trying to heal the sick. And even then he couldn't do it. They're scam artists. That's what they are. Scam artists. I will do a video on this guy if I can get his name. I'll do a video on him. Try to make somebody walk in the street corner. And he couldn't even do it. It tells you how scammy they are. How crooked they are. And that's the reason why I don't believe. Because it doesn't work. Never has done. And no church will tell me otherwise. As I said, they always quote it through a third party. I know so-and-so. I've seen so-and-so. But they will lie to you just to get you in their cult.
You know what I've been wondering? So Christians, say you're out and about and you get shot. You're bleeding out and the ambulance shows up, and instead of taking you to the hospital, they take you to the church. They drop you off and tell you to go in there and pray for healing. You think you're going to survive the night?